true satisfaction of the higher being is when it sees that all the limited, all the units, all are going into one collective being. The collective soul is on the way to restoration. And that is the purpose of all the higher teachings. Because once you resolved your dramas and individual issues, you dissolve them. Now you open up your being, you become a part of the collective cluster of higher frequency within the collective consciousness. And so on and so forth. So you evolve until the point that the whole cycle topples over to the other side. So it's like, and then this cycle is complete. So it came from the original soul, divided, fragmented to this lower point, and then it ascended back. And for that stream of consciousness, for that thing, for that cycle is completed. For that original soul being, that cycle is completed. And again, within creation, there are multiple cycles, multiple dimensions, but we are to mind our own being this very moment where we are. Whatever is said on this, like whatever is, shared on this channel, it's not for, entertaining someone's imagination. It's for, there's only one message through whatever information is focused within. Awaken to this, awaken from the narcissism, limited, traumatized self to the collective being. Contribute selflessly with your own healing, with your own dissolution of trauma, with your own evolution and dissolution of the corruption to the collective being, so that we can finally start this true, real ascension, even if it takes thousands of years from now, but we are heading there to the original soul. And the timeline doesn't matter. What matters is the understanding of unification on this, in this process, or on this level right now where we are. But this unification, again, is impossible without real understanding that spirituality is never about little me's, about becoming a guru or being praised or being historically acknowledged as a hero, as a teacher, as an enlightened being, or as someone important in this life, or a star. Because that still is rooted at narcissism, at unrefined, unwholesome self, and illusion. Because that understanding is illusion, because it's never about me, it's about everyone. It's never about one being or their vessel or how they look or what that is about. It's not even about knowledge that is verbally uttered there. It's about the emanation. It's about realization that I am just a speck within the creation, but my consciousness can contribute to the other. Because we are not actually other. We are all the same. The division happened because consciousness, the original consciousness, divided into different frequencies. That's the fragmentation process. First divided into 2, then divided into 4, 5, right, elements, and so on and so forth. Then different cycles took place. I mean, different points within the cycle took place, the points of fragmentation. So again, is it about some little unit? No, it's about understanding the wholesomeness of the spiritual evolution and devolution, because whatever is happening on an individual level, as a whole, we are always complete, because there will always be higher frequency within consciousness, no matter how low we went on a collective level. There's still there high consciousness, enlightened consciousness, which remembers, which remains in a wholesome state anyways. It contributes to the evolution. It is the driving force. From the point of devolution or the down cycle, it's still there. So it will remind all the fragmented units or divided, limited units about their wholesomeness. That's what the spiritual teaching is in this day and age. It's about wholesomeness, true spiritual teaching. We need to restore wholesomeness. We need to become selfless. We need to bypass these notions of, oh, my little life is about me, my little life is about tribute to this or tribute to that, or my little life is about little me, that what I've done here, how people will remember me, or how I will be praised and enjoying comfort. It's not about that. That is demonic. That is egotistical. That's what led us to the division. And on some levels, there is still division going on because some individuals choose to divide even further. That's why we have so many little groups, little movements. People want, instead of looking for wholesomeness, they look for the validation of their little individual preferences. And the preference possesses them, becomes more important than their wholesome being. That's why such people are part of evil and demonic cluster of consciousness within our collective being. And they are driving the rest of the people further to the division. Look at me, I'm dressed up like this. Look at me. So everyone is trying to look for some kind of an individual, for some kind of another little speciality, peculiarity about their already traumatized, unwholesome, undivided, addicted selves. And this way, by looking and paying attention at that little thing, they keep on driving us the opposite direction to the further devolution. And these beings, they'll just lose themselves, the whatever light essence, to the projected reality, because they become slaves of that little individuality, or even a fragment of that individuality, because besides the fact that they already divided, they try to find some specific peculiarity about themselves. Look at me, I dance like this. Okay, I invented something else. Now I'm special, I'm the chosen one. As long as we're looking for being the chosen one, the special one, we're missing on the essence of spiritual evolution, which is wholesomeness of the collective. When I speak about wholesomeness, I'm not speaking about wholesomeness that I'm so special and individual. I mean, I've dissolved individuality and opened up to the wholesomeness. That's why the being who dissolved that and opened up to the wholesome being on a higher frequency receive much more energy, and that's why time and their lifespan increases and they gain longevity. When people delude you in the name of spirituality or pose as gurus and telling you, okay, you take turmeric and you will be very refined and you will get rejuvenation. Well, turmeric is good, as any other herb is good, when you know how to apply it, but it's not going to prolong your life, because your life is that time, that energy that is wasted on the projected reality. So if you continue entertaining the delusion in whichever form, in whichever name of whatever religion, whatever social construct or political or whatever, you are lost. You'll die like a dog. Dog meaning, dog doesn't mean good or bad. Dog means that dog has a short lifespan and dog has limited perception. And so are the human beings who choose to entertain the projected reality, because they value the limited elements of the projected reality more than they value themselves, their essence. More so, they have never awakened to that essence, so they can never recognize the essence, neither in themselves nor in others. And that's why all their relationships, all their ideologies, all their concepts are short-lived, and as they die with them. And even if those people they possess with that ideology or recruit, sooner or later they die too, because it's a dead end. It's a dead teaching, because the teaching that is not emphasizing or does not emphasize the seed of the truth, but the form of the truth only, dies with the form, because the essence does not live on. The teaching that emphasizes the essence and passes on that essence beyond the form lives on forever. This is the difference between demonic spirituality and the higher, evolved, enlightened spirituality.